Hello everyone, welcome. Hello to all of my subscribers and my new subscribers, welcome. So, yeah, gonna have a pretty honest conversation. I haven't been online for a while. I did record my June, end of month, June. I've still got that to edit and put up. But I thought I'd come on and talk about what's been going on the last couple of months since I came to the UK. So my cash stuffing's gone out the window because I haven't got any money. I'm a English trained nurse. I worked in the NHS for 20 years. I emigrated to New Zealand and I've worked there as a nurse, mental health nurse, for 23 years. But apparently I can't get a job in the NHS as a mental health nurse at all. I don't know what's gone on or what's happened, but I'm classed as a foreign nurse. I'm registered to work here. I have an English registration here that's current, and that's been really hard. And I felt really scared about money, and I felt rejected, and I felt quite alone. I know I have enough savings in New Zealand to pay the bills while I'm overseas, but when you're not getting work, it's really hard. So I became quite depressed and very, very homesick and very regretful of coming. And yeah, so I about 3 I think it's 3 weeks now. So 3 weeks ago I booked an appointment to talk to the GP here. I didn't see the GP I've seen a couple of times to get things sorted, but saw a different one and said I need to go back on my antidepressants because I just don't feel right. And back in when my ex-wife left, I wasn't sleeping, so my very small dose of an antidepressant that I've had for years because of menopause, I was on that for ages. We swapped it to what's called mirtazapine, which is something that helps you sleep, and that worked really well until my legs started to swell up, and I thought it was just weight gain. Then I went overseas and I thought it was traveling, and then I thought it was heat. But then my legs really swelled up, and both my feet swelled up, which has never happened to me in the heat or in travel. So I hadn't taken enough to Japan with me, so I stopped it abruptly because I ran out. And by the time I came back, I'd been off it about a week and a half and hadn't had any side effects coming off it, and felt fine. And as a mental health professional, I would recommend you don't do that. That is not a good thing to do, to come off your medication without talking to your doctor first. But I don't know, I don't know what I was thinking actually, because I think life was going quite well and I'd made the decision to come here, and I thought it would all be good coming over here. And then it's 3 months since I haven't taken an antidepressant, so I suspect that part of my mood reducing wasn't just circumstantial. It was probably the serotonin levels in my brain that just don't seem to work since menopause. So yeah, so I had menopausal depression that started quite early on in my menopause, and it's never gone away, and every time I've tried to either come off HRT or the antidepressant, it just doesn't work. So yeah, I'm on both now, and I'm staying on them. So a couple of weeks ago I had an interview at a nursing home that specialises in dementia care, that's quite close to the house, about 20-minute drive. I didn't hear anything for a couple of weeks, and then on Friday they offered me a position which was 22 hours full-time, and so I'd work a Saturday and a Sunday, 12-hour shifts, and it's really good pay. I'd actually earn more there an hour than I would if I worked in the NHS as a staff nurse. It's going to be quite hard to do a 12-hour shift, but I'm sure that if I just keep thinking about the money and having some quality of life from having some money and be able to give my mum some money, just to go towards the bills, and that would be fantastic. So it has made me feel better. No longer feeling rejected. Can't understand the NHS, I really can't. And I saw my doctor on Friday for a follow-up for the antidepressants and talked to him about counselling or something like that. And apparently the UK has talking therapies, which you refer yourself. There's quite a long waiting list and you get a limited amount of sessions. And then if you need anything more than that, it's mental health services that don't exist very much because there's a long waiting list. And what's really interesting is that where I live is where I worked for 7 years as a mental health nurse in the community. So it's still there. And one of the carers that comes for my mum is actually a community support worker from Etnam Street, which is where I used to work, which is really fascinating. So yeah, that's the update on me. Mum has had both her cataract surgeries done now. She's had her lungs washed out, which is really interesting. So she had a bronchoscopy last week and they put some saline down, gave it all a wash out and sucked it all back up because she'd got some residual gunk in her lungs, and so they tried to get much out. She's qualified for a special asthma medication, which is a monthly injection. So that starts in September. Her first cataract surgery went really well and no issues, but this cataract surgery she had what's called a floppy iris. I thought it was really funny that they called it a floppy iris, but I'm not sure what it is, but she's got extra drops for it. But apparently it took longer and she's had quite severe pain with this time, and we're on and last time she went first thing in the morning, this time she went after lunch. So I think with going first thing she had more drops in the day, and then she had longer before going to bed, and then felt a lot better the next day. But I think this has taken a bit longer because she was afternoon, it took longer, she had some complications, and so she's so we've been crafting all morning. I'll show you some of the stuff we've been doing, but I've just sent her out. I said I got to record and send her out because she just doesn't rest, so I've sent her down to watch telly and hopefully she'll have a snooze. I went to see Texas last week at Ludlow Castle. That was really cool. It took me 3 days to get over it because of my fatigue, but yeah, it was really cool. And I didn't drink very much, and I owe my sister some money now because I didn't have any. And I got a t-shirt which was cool and a hat, so that was really good. Anyway, so I'm going to stop this video here and turn the camera upside down and then restart, so you won't see that stop and start. But yeah, things are going okay. I'm still a bit homesick. It's been 2 months since I left New Zealand, and yeah, life is full on, and at the moment I'm doing all the dinners and caring and stuff, so that's quite hard. So I'm hopeful that Mum will feel a lot better next week or so because I'll end up going to work. So that's my catch up. So I'm going to turn the camera around, show you a few things that Mum and I have been doing, and then just talk through my really seriously unhealthy budget. Okay, see you on the other side. Okay, welcome back. Just checking in. So I don't know if I've actually checked in for this month. So this is July. I haven't got much, but I have booked my flights to go and see my children and grandchildren in Japan, and I owe Mum £1,500. But I'm hoping to pay her back this week with that. She's paying for my phone at the moment, so I'll owe her £16 for June, and then obviously July's will come in soon, and then I owe my sister £107. So hope, getting a job is really good. My phone in New Zealand is costing $9.95, but they charge me an extra $12.35, so they've charged me about 2 months now. I don't know why, but they said it was I don't know how they do it. I thought they charged in advance, but yeah, apparently they owe that. But this next bill would only be $9.95. I bought some things phone case, toothpaste and clothes for £80. I needed some pyjamas, so that's what that was for. Nothing all week. Mum's paying for most tea and coffees, but we've hardly been out because we go to hospital appointments. That's where we've been. The mortgage came out. My interest was good. It was 68.16, and I had my hair done, which was £50 instead of £80, which was great. Then over here, I've paid for a police check, which was £120. Normally it costs £21, but that takes 3 to 4 weeks. So I'm really grateful I did it, because basically it was approved the same day. Oh no, next day I got a text to say it's been approved. And then the next day after that, I got a letter in the post. And when I went for my interview, which was on the 16th, I had it all ready to go. I also paid for travel insurance with my money, which was £150. I paid that back. So both of these Mum paid on a credit card, but I paid it back. My internet came out. I wasn't expecting this, but it's probably because of the modem that I had for only 6 months. So they probably charged me for that. The rent came in for 2 weeks, which is £1,019.54. And then we go across to here, paying for Spotify now. And Texas, I bought a round of drinks for £25. Couldn't believe it. Anyway, I didn't buy any more after that. That was it. My iCloud has come out. The mortgage has come out again. And then the interest was a bit low, which was $66.68. But I suspect that might go up now that I need to take out some more money. Storage has come out at $250. And today we are Monday, and I haven't spent anything for probably a bit over a week and a bit. So yeah, so that's my check-in. What have we got here? I had £608.80 left from last month. That's pounds. And I think in my purse at the moment, I've got £85 left. So quite a bit of that has gone. And I can't, other than paying for the insurance and the police check and £25 for Texas, I can't account for any of it. So I'm not sure where it's gone. But yeah, I haven't been out anywhere to spend it either. So I think I've given my mum a bit more money. Anyway, everything's come out. The only thing left to come out now is YouTube, which is later in the week. And I should get another piece of rent coming in on the 30th, and then the rollovers there. So far this is looking pretty good. I will be taking out some more New Zealand dollars to get some more pounds. So that's my check-in for this month so far. Almost finished. Can't believe it. Anyway, I want to show you a few things that I've got. So I have spent, that's where I probably spent some money, was $40 something on cash stuffing things. So I've got this from Budget with Ira. So this is to save up for my travel. And I'm going to probably do £10 each one of these. So that's cool. I've got a savings thing once I get work, you see. I've just taken out the last, there's nothing left in any of these envelopes now, and I took the last £50 out of my emergencies today. I've got Holy Guacamole from Budget with Ira, and so basically you can do your cash change that you've got left or allocate some money, and then you take the stickers and you do the corresponding numbers, and then eventually it might say avocado, which is great. So that's a new one. I've forgotten to bring the dice tower that my nephew made me to show you. I don't know why I've forgotten that. I meant to bring it. Okay, and this is what I spent my money on. So this is from Budget, Iris Budgets. So it's Iris, and she makes these, and this is the 1000k saving. So this is what I want to do to save up some money for going back to New Zealand. So any spare cash I've got will come into this. So I bought the binder, but I also bought the mini saver as well. So this means if I don't have enough money to put, say, 20, 40, 50, 20, 10 in here, if I've only got $5, I can put a $5 in here, and eventually, once I've crossed all these off, I got £100 saved. So then I can cross off 250s. So she's put that in there. So these I think she hand makes. She calls this the Hallows binder, which is cool. 50s, 40s, 50s, 10, 10. So they're all sort of different. And then once you get to the back, you've saved £1,000. In my case, £1,000. But it's non-denominational, so I could do dollars as well. So I can use this for a long time. So I bought that, and I think that was £35, which is worth it. And I got a little thank you card. And then I got a sticker actually for my order. So I've got a second sticker. So I've done 2 orders. The Budget with Iris, because my mum got me this for Christmas. Yeah, please comment, let me know how you're getting on. I'd love some moral support maybe. I'm going to show you some of the cards that we've been making. So this is the box. I'll just bring it in. It's a bit, these are all the cards. So I want somebody that will make batch cards. So we started off doing batch cards like this. So these are all nicely done and finished. We're making Christmas cards, and then we found some material, and we're using up Mum's leftover stuff. So those were those. Hopefully you can see them. Then I found this beautiful paper that Mum had in her stash. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to finish them yet, but I've put those onto cards, and yeah, I'm not sure how to finish them. I'm just going to probably put Merry Christmas, and then let's have a look. Let's have a look. Then I found cutouts, so we made that. I found the Tatty Teddies, so I made some Tatty Teddy cards. Found some cutouts of Christmassy scenes. More Tatty Teddies. I've actually done these. I've done 6 of these with penguins, so we're just going to put Happy Christmas over here, and they're going to be kids' cards. And then I found these in Mum's stash, these craft cards, and then she had these things in a, where did she have those? They were in a journal she'd made, but she didn't want to use them, so we used them on here. So we had 3 of these cards in her stash, so we just added some bling and some of her tags from another project that she didn't do. Mum's a painter, so Mum has painted these. Aren't they gorgeous? And she hadn't used them, so I've put them together to be used. So the reason we've made so many Christmas cards is that in November she does a craft fair. So we're going to take them to the craft fair. I'm trying to find some more of mine. Here we go. So this background here, let's put these away. This background, Mum did a mast board, and it's using lots of acrylic paint, and you make mess and do shine. And then she put them on cards. She didn't like them, so I carefully took them off the cards and I've remade them. So I've added layers to them. So these are layers and string. This was a tag that was in a project that she didn't want anymore, and today we've got some Versamark ink, and I've managed to check all her glittery embossing powders and they all work. She said I couldn't get them to work, and I said it's the Versamark, you need good Versamark. And then this one I've just finished today. So this is using her projects that she didn't like and recreating cards with them. And then some of what Mum has been doing. She made this one today, which is really cool. She's got this lovely book full of this older style Art Nouveau book with lots of things in that we've been taking. And then she did this one, which is layered. Yeah, so we've been really busy making cards. And yeah, we're just trying to use all her supplies up. We've had a really good sort out in here. Most things are now labelled. All our old paints that were had have gone in the bin. We've organised to the point of, where's that? Oh, it's there. Whereas before, where's that? Oh, it could be over there, or it could be over there, or it could be over there. So everything's been organised to an inch of its life. We've even gone through the lace box and wrapped up all the lace and put paper clips on it to make sure we can find it. Anyway, I would really appreciate if you could like this video, leave a comment, share and subscribe. I'm gonna, once I start working, I'll start the cash stuffing envelopes again and set that up again, but hopefully now I'm feeling a bit better, I might come on and do a few more updates. Bye for now, and I'll see you next time.